Hi everyone. In the previous lecture, we have discussed three-dimensional geometry, in which we have studied position vector of a point in the space, distance of that point from origin, distance between two points in the space, or distance of a point in the space from x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Now today we are going to see some examples, problems from exercise 5.1 which are based on this three-dimensional geometry. Okay, we will see the questions one by one. See, the sixth question from exercise 5.1 is exercise 5.1 मधील sixth question 6. In the figure express C bar and D bar in terms of A bar and B bar. In terms of A bar and B bar. We'll stop. Find a vector in the direction of. Find a vector in the direction of A bar is equal to I cap minus 2j cap. I cap minus 2j cap that has magnitude 7. That has magnitude 7. Okay. See the question carefully. In the figure means here figure is also given, and that figure is A bar, C bar, B bar. A bar, C bar, and this is vector B bar. The triangle is PQR, and this point is S. This vector is minus D bar, and this vector is D bar. Minus D bar, D bar. Okay. Now see here. Solution. In the figure, express C bar and D bar in terms of A bar and B bar. In the figure means figure is given in the question. So from the figure, in triangle PQES, in triangle PQES. See the triangle PQES. Now here we have to use triangle law. What is PS bar? PS bar. See in triangle PQES, PS bar is PQ bar plus QS bar. Or PQ bar is equal to PS bar plus SQ bar. PQ bar is equal to PS bar plus SQ bar. So in triangle PQS, PQ bar PQ bar is equal to PS bar plus SQ bar. PS bar plus SQ bar. See this PQ bar. PQ bar is PS bar plus SQ bar. So PQ bar is equal to PS bar. From the figure, what is PS bar? C bar. SQ bar minus plus minus D bar. And that is PQ bar. But what is PQ bar? From the figure A bar. So A bar is equal to C bar minus D bar. Give this equation number 1. Also, in triangle, the figure contains two triangles, PQS and another triangle PSR. So in triangle PSR, by using triangle law, what is PR bar? PR bar is equal to, see here, this triangle PR bar, this is PS bar plus SR bar. So it is PS bar plus SR bar. Now from the figure, PR bar is B bar, PS bar is C bar and SR bar is D bar. So therefore, to PS bar, that is C bar, plus SR bar, that is D bar. So B bar is equal to C bar plus D bar. Give this equation number 2. See, we have equation 1, A bar is equal to C bar minus D bar, and here equation 2, B bar is equal to C bar plus D bar. Now solve these two equations, means adding 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and 2 we get. So take the addition of these two. So you see here, A bar, addition of two equations means the addition of their left hand sides and addition of their right hand sides. See, in equation 1, left hand side is A, in equation 2, left hand side is B. So adding equation 1 and 2 means A bar plus B bar is equal to. Now see here, C bar plus C bar, 2C bar, 2C bar, and here it is minus D bar plus D bar becomes 0 vector. So twice of C bar is equal to A bar plus B bar. Now divide throughout to this equation by 2. So we get C bar is equal to 1 by 2 into A bar plus 1 by 2 into B bar. And now this is the representation of C bar in terms of A bar and B bar. Now similarly, we have to express D bar in terms of A bar and B bar. Okay. Now subtract. Equation 1 from 2 we get. So subtract equation 1 from 2. So equation 1 is there and second is here. Equation 1 from 2, so B bar minus A bar is equal to C bar minus C bar, 0 vector, and D bar minus of minus become plus D bar plus D bar, that is twice of D bar. So here B bar minus A bar is equal to twice of D bar. It means that divide throughout to this equation by 2, so we get 1 by 2 into B bar minus 1 by 2 into A bar is equal to D bar. So therefore D bar is equal to 1 by 2 into B bar plus 1 by 2, minus, here it is minus 1 by 2 into A bar. So this is the expression of D bar in terms of A bar and B bar. So in this way, from the figure we have expressed C bar and D bar in terms of A bar and B bar. Now this half part of this question, in the half part it is asked to us that find a vector in the direction of a bar. We have to find out the vector in the direction of a bar, and that has magnitude 7. Means we have to find out the vector along the vector a bar having magnitude 7. So first we find the unit vector which is in the direction of a bar. So let a cap be the unit vector along a bar. Therefore, we have the formula for unit vector, that is a cap is equal to vector a divided by magnitude of vector a. So here a cap is equal to vector a. What is vector a? I cap minus 2j cap. I cap minus 2j cap divided by magnitude of vector a, and so magnitude of vector a is square root of coefficient of I is 1 here, so 1 square, plus coefficient of j is minus 2 here square, plus now here k is not present, here k is absent, so therefore we can take k as the coefficient of 0, so here it is 0 square. So it is equal to I cap minus 2j cap divided by square root of 1 square become 1, and minus 2 square 4, 0 square 0, 0 plus 4 plus 1 becomes square root 5. So now this is the unit vector along the vector A. Now we have to find out the vector having magnitude 7. So multiply this unit vector by 7. So we get the vector whose magnitude is 7 and which is along the vector A bar, or which is in the direction of A bar. So therefore the vector having magnitude 7, having magnitude 7 along A bar is 7 into A cap, that is 7 into, what is A cap here? I cap minus 2j cap divided by square root of 5. So that is, see, this is 7 upon root 5 into I cap minus 7 into 2 become 14 divided by square root 5 into j cap. So this is the vector having magnitude 7 and which is in the direction of A bar, that is I cap minus twice j cap. So this is the complete solution for the question 6. Okay, we will see the next question. Question 7. Find the distance from, find the distance from 4, minus 2, 6 to each of the following. To each of the following. To each of the following. A, the xy plane. B, the yz plane. C, the xz plane. D, the x-axis. E, the y-axis. And F, the z-axis. Means here we have to find out the distance of this point from xy plane, yz plane, xz plane, from x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Okay, we see it one by one. See, Let P, X, Y, Z, that point is here, 4, minus 2, 6. Okay, now the distance of this point from XY plane. In the theory part, means in the previous lecture, we have seen if the point in the space is XYZ, then the perpendicular distance of this point from XY plane is mod Z, from YZ plane is modulus of X, and from XZ plane that is modulus of Y. So here X, Y, Z are given to us, that is 4, minus 2 and 6. So first, the distance from 4, minus 2, 6 to XY plane is modulus of Z, and that is equal to modulus of 6, and it is equal to 6 unit. Remember, if we are calculating the distance from XY plane, so remaining is Z. So we have to take the modulus of Z. If we are calculating the distance from XZ plane, remaining is Y, so take modulus of Y. So here B, the distance from 4, minus 2, 6 to YZ plane is modulus of X, and it is equal to, what is X coordinate here? 4. X coordinate is 4, so modulus of 4, and it is equal to 4 units. C, the distance from 4, minus 2, 6 to XZ plane. XZ plane. What is remain? Y. So is modulus of Y, and it is equal to modulus of minus 2, and it is equal to plus 2 units. Because modulus gives us always positive values. Next, D. In sub-question D, we have to find out the distance of that point from x-axis. The distance from 4, minus 2, 6 to x-axis is square root of, baga, here from x-axis what are remaining coordinates? Y, Z. So is square root of y square plus z square, and it is equal to square root of, what is y here? Minus 2 square plus z coordinate 6 square. It is equal to square root of, so see, this is 6 square 36, minus 2 square 4, and 36 plus 4 become 40, or this can be written as 2 into square root of 10. 40 can be written as 10 into 4, and the square root of 4 is 2, so it is 2 square root of 10 units. E. Same here, we have to find out the distance of that point from y-axis. The distance from 4 minus 2 6 to y-axis is square root of, see, from y-axis, so x and z are remain, so take the square root of x square plus z square, and that is equal to square root of x means 4 square plus z square, that is 6 square. So it is equal to square root of 4 square 16, 6 square 36, and it is square root of 52. See, this 52 can be written as 4 into 13, and the square root of 4 is 2, so it is 2 in square root of 13 units. F. the distance from 4 minus 2 6 to z axis is square root of x square plus y square, and it is equal to square root of, what is x coordinate? That is 4, and y coordinate minus 2, so it is 4 square plus minus 2 square, and it is equal to 4 square becomes 16 minus 2 square 4, so 16 plus 4 20, and now this 20 can be written as 5 into 4, and the square root of 4 is 2, so this is 2 into square root 5 units. So this is the complete solution for question number 7. I hope that everybody got the solution for this question. Question number 8. Question number 8. Find the coordinates of the point which is located. Find the coordinates of the point which is located A 3 units behind the YZ plane. 3 units behind the YZ plane. 3 units behind the YZ plane, comma 4 units to the right of 4 units to the right of XZ plane, and 5 units above the XY plane, and 5 units above the XY plane. B sub question. In the YZ plane, comma 1 unit to the right of XZ plane, 1 unit to the right of XZ plane, 1 unit to the right of XZ plane, and 6 units above XY plane, and 6 units above XY plane, 6 units above XY plane. See the question. First read the question carefully. First, before talking about the solution for this question, we first discuss some concept here. See, x-axis, y-axis, negative x-axis, negative y-axis, origin. In 2 dimension, if the point is on x-axis, the coordinates of that point x coordinate may be positive, may be negative. If the point is to the right of y-axis and on the x-axis, so here the numbers are positive, here the numbers are positive, and here the numbers are negative, positive. If point lies on y-axis and it is above the x-axis, so the coordinates are positive. And if the point lies below the x-axis and on the y-axis, so here negative. So this is Cartesian coordinate system. This is two-dimensional system. To the right of y-axis there is positive x-axis, and to the left of y-axis there is negative x-axis. Above the x-axis positive y-axis, and below the x-axis negative y-axis. Now come to three-dimensional system. See, this is three-dimensional coordinate system. X-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Just imagine the corner of any room. This is x-axis, y-axis, and that corner going upward direction, that is z-axis. Actually, this x-axis here like this. It is like this here. But in two-dimensional system we can't show it, that's why it is in this way. As in two-dimensional system, if the point or if the x-axis to the right of y-axis it is positive, and to the left of y-axis negative. Above the x-axis y-axis is positive, and below the x-axis y-axis is negative. Here also in three-dimensional system also the words see, above, below, right, left, in front of, behind. In two-dimensional we think about axis, in three-dimensional we think about plane. So if any point is above the plane, then its coordinate is positive. If it is above the plane, sign of coordinate is positive. Below the plane, sign of coordinate is negative. Here in each case the sign for coordinates positive, and here in every case the signs are negative. If the point is below the plane, then its corresponding coordinate is negative. If the plane is left of plane, then coordinate is negative. If the point is behind the plane, then its corresponding coordinate is negative. Similarly here, if the point lies above the plane, then that corresponding coordinate is positive. If the point is right of plane, then the corresponding coordinate is positive, right, R-I-G-S-T. And in third case, if point lies in front of the plane, see here, this is YZ plane, this plane is YZ plane, and if your point is here, in front of YZ plane, so here point is here, then its x coordinate is positive because it is in front of, not behind. Or if point is behind this blackboard, means the point is behind to YZ plane, then its x coordinate is negative. So remember only these words: above, right, in front. The sign for corresponding coordinate is positive. Below, left, and behind, the sign for that corresponding coordinate is negative. Okay, now we come to the solution for our question. See here, A. 3 units behind the YZ plane. 3 units behind the YZ plane. And we have seen, if there is word behind the YZ plane, YZ, what is remaining? X. So x coordinate is negative. YZ plane, so we have to take the x coordinate, and it is behind, so it is negative. So if the point is 3 units behind the YZ plane, so therefore its x coordinate is -3, because the word is behind. So x is equal to -3. Second thing, 4 units to the right of XZ plane. 4 units to the right of XZ plane. See, the plane is XZ. What is remaining? Y. So it is, we are thinking about the Y coordinate. So it is, the word is right. शब्द कोणता है? Right. So the coordinate for Y, sign for Y coordinate is positive. So therefore Y is equal to 4. Third sub question. And 5 units above the XY plane. 5 units. 5 units above XY plane. See, the plane is XY, so we have to take XY, so we have to take Z coordinate. And it is above the XY plane, so Z coordinate is positive. So Z is equal to 5. So see, the corresponding point is x is equal to -3, y is equal to 4, and z is equal to 5. So therefore the required point is 3 -3 4 5. Similarly, see B. Sub question B. In the YZ plane, location of the point is YZ plane. In the YZ plane. In the YZ plane. See, if this blackboard is YZ plane, suppose for some time, this board is YZ plane and point is here. That point is in the YZ plane. So the distance of this point from this blackboard is 0. Because point lies in the YZ plane. A point lies in the YZ plane, then its x coordinate is 0. In the YZ plane, x is equal to 0. Why x is equal to 0? Because point lies in the YZ plane, so the distance of that point from YZ plane is 0. So x is equal to 0. The second condition is 1 unit to the right of XZ plane. 1 unit to the right of, see, right of XZ plane. The word right, XZ plane. So y coordinate is positive, and what is the measure for that? 1 unit. So y is equal to 1. Right? That's why the sign is positive. Second. Third. And 6 unit above XY plane. 6 unit above the XY plane. So therefore the plane is XY and 6 unit above, so the Z coordinate is positive, and that is 6 unit. So Z is equal to 6 unit. The corresponding point is 0, 1, 6. 0, 1 and 6. So the required point is 0, 1, 6. So this is the solution for question number 8. Now we see question number 9. All the questions are very easy one, but we have to understand the question. In mathematics it is important. Not only in mathematics, in each subject. If Once you understand the question, then we have the ideas how to solve it. So that's why first understand the question, first read it carefully and confirm what is given, what we have to find out. Okay, question number 9, find the area of the triangle. Question 9 from exercise 5.1, find the area of triangle with vertices 1 1 0, second vertex is 1 0 1, third vertex is 0 1 1. Okay, see, here we have a triangle with these three vertex. So the notations or the names for these 3 points are not given, so you may denote it as triangle ABC, triangle PQR, and vice versa, etc. also. So here consider, or in triangle ABC, here we consider the triangle is ABC. So therefore the vertices are where A is 1 1 0, the vertex B has coordinates 1 0 1, and the vertex C has coordinates 0 1 1. Now see, this is triangle ABC, the point A, B, C. Now we know that to find out the area of triangle, we must know 3 sides of a triangle. Or if that triangle is right angle triangle, then also we can find the area of that triangle. Now first, here only the 3 vertex are given, so first we find the length of the 3 sides. Length of AB is equal to, see, the point A is 1 1 0 and point B is 1 0 1. In the previous lecture we have seen, if we have 2 points in the space x1, y1, z1, and we want to find out the distance between them, x2, y2, z2, if these are the 2 points here, and we want to find out the distance between these 2 points, the formula is square root of x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square plus z2 minus z1 bracket square. Okay, so this is the formula to get the distance between any 2 points. Now here we have to find out length of AB. The point A is known, B is known. Using this formula we can find the length of side AB, and it is equal to square root of, see, 1 minus 1 bracket square plus 1 minus 0 bracket square plus 0 minus 1 bracket square. It is equal to square root of, so 1 minus 1 0, 0 square 0, 1 minus 0 1 square 1, 0 minus 1 minus 1 square 1, 1 plus 1 2, so this is 0 plus 1 plus 1, and it is equal to square root of 2, length of AB. Length of BC, it is equal to square root of, see, point B is 1 0 1 and point C is 0 1 1, so use this distance formula, that is 1 minus 0 bracket square plus 0 minus 1 bracket square plus 1 minus 1 bracket square, and see, it is equal to square root of 1 0 minus 1 square minus 1 square, that is 1, 1 minus 1 0, 0 square is 0, so 1 plus 0 becomes square root of 2. So length of BC is also square root of 2. Now length of AB, BC, and now AC. Length of AC is equal to square root of, use this formula, point A is 1 1 0 and point C is 0 1 1, so it is 1 1 minus 0 bracket square plus 1 minus 1 bracket square plus 0 minus 1 bracket square. So it is equal to square root of, see, 1 plus 0 plus 1, and it is equal to square root of 2. So see, this side is square root 2, this side is square root 2, and this side is also square root 2. So it is equilateral triangle. It is equilateral triangle, Samabhuj Trikol. And we have the formula for area of equilateral triangle. Therefore, length of AB is equal to length of BC is equal to length of AC. So therefore, the triangle ABC is equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. So here the area, so therefore the area of triangle ABC is equal to, the formula is square root of 3 by 4 into length of side bracket square. So it is equal to square root of 3 by 4 into, there are three sides AB, BC, AC. Every side has equal length, and that length is square root of 2. So it is square root of 2 square. It is equal to square root of 3 by 4 into square root 2 square, that is 2. So it is equal to square root 3 divided by 2. 2 2s are 4. So it is square root 3 divided by 2. It is area. If the length of the sides is units, if we give the unit for this as units, just units, here also units because it is length. So the area of triangle ABC is square root of 3 by 2 square unit. Square units. So this is the area of triangle ABC. Today we stop it here. In the next lecture there are some few problems which are remain in this exercise. We will take those examples in the next lecture. Okay.